very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rochester Community High School for tonight's non-conference matchup between the Logansport Berries and your Rochester Zebras. At this time, we'd like to meet our starting lineups. First, for Logansport. At guard, a 5'8" senior, wearing number 4, Noah Lang. At guard, 6 foot and a sophomore, number 15, Isaac Russell. At a forward, 6'2" and a sophomore, number 5, Jacob Taylor. At a forward, 6 foot 1 inches and a junior, number 11, Isaac. And at forward, 6 foot 2 inches and a senior, number 33, Caleb Crook. The Bears are coached by Mr. Sharon Wilkinson. And now let's meet the starters for your Zebras. At guard, 5 foot 10 inches, and a junior, number 4, Tarek McLaughlin. At guard, 5'10" and a junior, number 24, Paul Lazier. At guard, 5'11" and a junior, number 30, Aiden Smith. At a forward, 6'2" and a freshman, number 11, Tanner Reynolds. And at a forward, he's 6'2" and a junior, number 12, Hunting. The Zebras are coached by Rob Mofo.
All right, there are your starters: McLaughlin, Reinertz, Hunting, Lazier, and Smith for the Zebras. Lang, Taylor, Mock, Russell, and Crook going to be the first 5 out on the floor for the Logansport Berries tonight.
And nobody taller than 6'2" in either team's starting lineup, so
true guard-oriented game here tonight. We'll see how this goes. Should be another up-paced, tempoed game, similar to what we saw last night at North Judson.
I talked with Coach Malco last night after the game. I said if he was thinking about making any lineup changes. He said no. But obviously Robert Bazo has been playing really well off the bench. I'm sure we'll see him soon. Logansport wins the opening tap. Crook. And there was Lang. He's their leading scorer. He's listed at 5'8", but that might even be generous. There is Lang. High post, Mock. Rochester in a 2-3 zone. They played zone almost exclusively last night, and Coach Malco was pretty happy with his team's defense. But shooting from the outside, anything a 3, that's Isaac Russell. And they've scored as many points in the first quarter tonight as they did all of last night against Muncie Central. They're down 25-3 after the first quarter, so a sigh of relief there, I imagine, for Coach Wilkerson. McLaughlin, right wing. Smith, passing the post, foul on Logansport. That'll be on Mock, his first and the team's first.
When you went down there and got stats, did you guys share pleasantries? I know you were both at IU at the same time.
I should have.
Hey, you remember me?
Yeah. I was the guy in the balcony, row K. Seat 12, that one game against Wisconsin when you hit a three-pointer. No, I don't think I know that.
Didn't go there? That was before you got into writing. You didn't write any stories?
No, that was before my writing career. Yeah, I was just a fan back then. Three-point try. Good by Paul Leisure. And that ties the game.
Well, both teams get on the board with threes.
Lang, corner. Nice pass. Short jumper is no good by Taylor. Knocked out of bounds by Mock. It'll be Rochester ball. Logansport press. They will. Just looks like a man press into Reinhardt's. It seemed like the problem with Rochester is they threw a lot of cross-court passes against the press against North Judson, and those passes were just begging to get picked off. But Rochester had no problem attacking the press there. Leisure to Smith, and he is fouled. That'll be on Russell. His first and the team's second.
Barry's now 15. Russell, his first, team second.
Aiden Smith to inbound. Aiden led Rochester in scoring last night with 9 points. When your leading scorer only scores in single digits, it's usually not a good sign. Leisure, baseline, off balance. Nope. Rebounded by Caleb Crook. Russell, blocking foul. That'll be on Smith.
Boy, Smith was just a hair late right there. Almost took that charge.
Zebra shooting foul, number 30, Smith, his first. At the line, shooting a pair, Isaac Russell.
Isaac Russell, a 6-foot sophomore. And he hits to give Logansport the lead. Trivia question time, Steve. How many sectional titles has Logansport won in the era of class basketball?
In class basketball era, boys basketball, I don't know if they've won any, have they?
That'll be correct, 0. They have not won a sectional since class basketball. I think 1996 was their last sectional. There's the turnover. Mock. Russell deflected by Hunting. Can he save? Yes. So an exchange of turnovers there. And here come the Zebras on the push. Smith gets a foot in the paint. Pump. Off-balance shot? No. Rebounded by Jacob Taylor. The outlets to Noah Lang. Three-pointer from just off the corner, and it's good by Isaac Russell. 8-3. McLaughlin guarded by Lang. 4-on-4 uniform number-wise. Smith looking in the post. Bad pass. He was triple teamed, but then the pass was intended for Crook, but he wasn't looking, so they turn it back over. Three-point try. No good by Leisure.
That was more than he wasn't looking. They hit him square in the back.
Yeah. Three-point try in the break. No good by Taylor. Who's got the rebound? Aiden Smith does. Aiden all the way. His layup is good.
Nice play there, Smith. Thought he was going to just sit and watch the ball go into the Logansport hands and able to get it and finish with his left.
Mock. There's Jacob Taylor. Again, Logansport putting actually two guys in the high post. Like a double elbow look. We haven't seen that very often. They get a nice reversal. Baseline shot is no good by Russell. Offensive rebound. Crook. Hook. By Hooker by Crook. It goes in. 10-5, Logansport.
That's interesting, but I kind of like that because they're kind of sliding down then low high post when it goes into the wing and then going back up high when it goes up top.
Nice body control by Leisure, but he can't hit, and that's another rebound for Caleb Crook. Three-pointer on the break. No good by Russell. Bounces off the top of the backboard. Reinhardt's with the rebound. Three-point try in transition. No good by Leisure. Offensive rebound by Hunting. To McLaughlin. His 15-footer is good. That's a good sign After a scoreless night last night in North Judson, Terry gets a 15-footer and a whistle.
Timeout.
Timeout, Logansport. It's a full. 3:20 to go first quarter. And Logansport leads Rochester 10-7. So let's see if... I'm curious to see what Coach Wilkerson, why he called that timeout. What did he notice? Did he want to make an offensive adjustment in terms of how to handle the zone, or did he want to make a defensive adjustment?
Yeah, we'll see. Let's take a break as a 60-second timeout. We'll be back here in a moment on RTC TV. And back here at Rochester High School, 3:20 to go in the first quarter. The Logansport Berries lead the Rochester Zebras 10-7. Coach Wilkerson wanted to talk something over with the team, and they're kind of hanging out there in the huddle there. So second horn.
And meanwhile, Rochester made 3 subs during the timeout with Aaron Huffman, Xavier Vance, and Robert Bazo all checking in.
Well, Vance and Bazo had been sitting at the desk for quite a while. They're already set to come in.
Even though Rochester lost last night, they had a 14-4 advantage in bench points. And that's kind of part of the reason why I was asking about Coach Malco if he was thinking about making any lineup changes. Just because the bench guys seem to be giving them more of a boost than the starters. But so no changes in the starting lineup, but he does get 3 bench guys in within the first 5 minutes. Lang. They work it around. Again, Rochester in the zone, but it's a little bit more aggressive with these subs in. Whoa. Ooh. That was a very lucky break for Mock. He had nowhere to go, and he just threw it off the back or the back of the elbow of a Rochester player, and it floated out of bounds. 2:57 to go first quarter. Logansport up by 3 at 10-7. Russell looking, finding Crook. Crook to Lang. Crook, nice pass. And missing was Mock. It looked like Mock was trying to avoid contact, and he didn't get the benefit of the call. I think he was just kind of expecting to get fouled, and he wasn't. McLaughlin cut off at the baseline by Russell. And he dribbles it back out, volleyball line extended. Whips it over, Paul Leisure. Leisure guarded by Mock. Paul seemingly has seen a lot of taller defenders on him, and this is no different. Vance collects, misses, and there'll be a foul on Xavier Vance as Jacob Taylor gets the rebound.
I don't want to let this go without a little bit of something here. There was a big flurry after the trivia, Val. I don't normally get these right. I think that's the second time in trivia time that I've actually gotten it right. So.
I'm not totally sure about that. I believe the coach in 1996 was Ed Schilling, a guy we know very well.
Yeah.
Ed, was an assistant coach at IU, was an assistant coach at UCLA, was the head coach at Wright State. I believe was an assistant coach with the then New Jersey Nets under John Calipari. 3-second violation. Summers gets caught in the paint, and that is turnover number 3 for Logansport. Again, just token man pressure, and then it backs off as McLaughlin will jog it on up. Over to Robert Bazo. Bazo guarded by Russell. He looks. McLaughlin pumps. McLaughlin in the paint. Drops it off. Huffman. Smith. 3-point try. It's good. Robert Bazo. And this game is tied 10-10. Short corner. 3-pointer. No good by Jacob Taylor. Back come the Zebras. McLaughlin. A little crossover move. Cut off at the foul line. One thing about Tarek is he never over-penetrates. He's always kind of in control of himself. 3-point try. Good by Aiden Smith.
Wow, 2 in a row there by the Zebras. 2 different players hitting them, and now they're up 3.
Nice ball reversal there.
It's been a minute here since Logansport has scored.
Rochester on an 8-0 run. They were down by 5 earlier this quarter. And Lang has not been a big factor at all. And just as I say that, Noah Lang for 3, and this game is tied.
You had to say it, didn't you? You know, the typical broadcaster curse for Val is as soon as he mentions something from somebody, they're going to do what he just said they don't do.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to do a game with my daughter, and you can say that she's going to hit a shot.
Tarek McLaughlin never does a double pump reverse jam.
Yeah, if you get him to do that.
Coach Wilkerson shouting defensive instructions. That's going to be a travel.
He sounds like he's a little hoarse after a couple nights in a row of games.
Sub coming in, John Scott, 5'11 senior. He's wearing number 3 in black. Again, Rochester kind of extending that back line of the zone. Bazo, there's Smith kind of extending out. Scott in the paint, drops it off. They don't get a shot off. End of the first quarter here at the RHS gym. Rochester and Logansport are tied 13-13.
All right, we will take a break and get ready for the second quarter here at Rochester in just a moment on RTC TV4. All right, back here at Rochester, all tied at 13. And I got a little trivia question for you, Val. I don't know the answer, though. That's not a good trivia question, but
there's nothing more exciting than that.
Right. Logansport went 0-2 in the Cass County tournament. When's the last time that happened?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's usually a guaranteed trophy in the trophy case. So for them not to win either game, now it's...
If not a trophy, at least playing for the trophy, right?
Yeah,
I mean, to go 0-2.
Mm-hmm. All right, McLaughlin guarded by Lang. Gets it over to Smith at the top of the key. Smith shows a good left hand, and he is fouled on the pass. Well, that's a... Okay, I haven't mentioned this to Coach Malco, so I'd be curious to maybe throw this by him. Foul's going to be on Scott. His first and the team's third. But the guy that Aiden Smith reminds me of is Austin Lowe. Austin may be a little bit better athlete, and Aiden may be a little bit better fundamentally, especially at this age.
Yeah.
But body type and kind of the way they move on the court, pretty similar.
Right.
Austin really came into his own as a senior. Of course, Aiden's just a junior this year. Nice defense by Vance as he knocks out a pass intended for the short corner man. That was Crook.
Yeah, he didn't get a ton of varsity time last year, but I saw in the time that he did get, I saw some really nice improvement over the season.
And Austin Lowe didn't get a ton of varsity playing time, you could argue, really until his senior year.
Yeah.
Turnover. Leisure with the steal. Turnover number 4 for Logansport. Bazo, left wing, guarded by Russell. Ooh, dangerous pass across the top of the key, but it gets to Smith. Aiden to his left. Keeps his feet. To Leisure. Bazo, a little pump. Right wing Smith. Vance posting up. He's got a size advantage. Face up. Gives up his dribble. Moves it back out to Leisure. Nice defense by Lang. Didn't bite on the little eyebrow fake. Leisure, three-point try. No good by Bazo. Rebounded by Amari Summers. Three-pointer on the break. No good by Russell. Offensive rebound, Crook. Lang, post entry. Crook, nice dish. And the layup is good by Amari Summers.
You know, I liked what I saw down here from Vance. He was clogged up there in the paint, and a lot of times the younger players will just kick it right back out to the near side wing, and he went opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you need to do. That's where you're going to get your opportunities on that back side with that, hopefully you get an open shooter there. Logan did recover really well on that, so Paul didn't get a shot, but I like what I saw there from Vance.
Well, we're about to see a rarity.
Free throw
a free throw by a Rochester player.
It's been a little while, hasn't it?
First time since the fourth quarter of the Winnemac game, over a week ago. Tarek McLaughlin's the one shooting it, and he makes the first.
You know, one thing that you got to look at here with the 2-2 record for the Zebras, 2-0 here at home and 0-2 on the road, and I guess you would kind of expect something like that out of a young team like Rochester has this year, that they're going to play better at home.
Clenning and Reinhardt's are back in. The game is tied 15-15 after the 2 free throws by McLaughlin. Reinhardt's playing out on the wing in that 2-3 zone. Logansport gets a ball reversal. They're very conscientious about getting ball reversals. That's absolutely true. 3-point try. Good.
There it is.
By Noah Lang.
Found the opening there on the backside with that ball reversal.
That's just textbook zone offense. Get it to the high post, get a reversal. Get a good look. Hunting. McLaughlin cut off by Lang. He gets a ball reversal. 3-point try. No good by Paul Leisure. Rebounded by Mock. Back comes Logansport. They get the ball in short corner. Crook dishes out Russell. And the Rochester defense recovers. They swing it again. Lang. Taylor.
I'd like to see Paul get off and get a good game here. He's kind of struggled. The one game he had a really good game, the Zebras lost.
Right. I will say this: he didn't force the ball in either the Culver game or the Winamac game. 3-point shot, no good by Lang. It looked like he was up to the fading back in the shot. Crook winds up getting the loose ball. Spinning is Taylor. Tough shot. Foul on Logansport.
Ball was streaking there, but the Zebras weren't able to come up with that loose ball, but they do get the foul called on the Berries.
And that's Mock's second and the team's fifth. So 2 on Mock, 2 on Scott.
Returning for Logansport, number 35, Amari Summers.
Bazo back in for Rochester. Summers back in for Logansport. Inbounds pass. McLaughlin to Hunting, back to McLaughlin. Now Logansport settling back in a man. Tarek trying to take Lang off the dribble. Stripped. Lang, and then Tarek strips him out of bounds. It'll be Logansport ball.
Good defense, though. Yep. Really good job there by Tarek stopping that fast break.
4:27 to go in the first half. Logansport with a ball and a 3-point lead, 18-15. Girls update, Rochester leads Wabash 22-4 at the end of the first quarter. So a great start. Long rebound, Bazo. Up ahead, Leisure. It's a 1-on-2. Stripped by Crook, out of bounds, Rochester ball. So very good start for the Lady Zebras at Wabash tonight, 22-4.
22-4, wow, okay.
Wabash coming off a win over Bluffton the other night, but struggling tonight. Of course, the Lady Zebras won 6 in a row since a 2-3 start. They're now 8-3.
Well, that's a Wabash team, kind of like this Rochester boys team. That they lost a lot of their size and experience last year with graduation.
Bazo, Smith, but Kuhlman's a tough place to win. That game's Rochester off to a good start, but it's not over.
Right.
Leisure drives, little jumper in the lane. He got it. 18-17 now. That's a good sign because Paul the lane was just entirely clogged up last night for Paul. That's something he's added to his game. I mean, he knows as well as anybody that teams play him for the outside shot, and so he's got to do something to counter that, and that's part of it. Nice pass. Crook to Taylor for a layup. 20-17 now.
This game has been really good, I think, for both teams.
Bad pass, and that's a turnover. Little miscommunication. Smith fouls Russell. For Aiden, that'll be his second and the team's third.
I think it's been good for both teams' confidence. They both seem to be successful with some things and on the defensive and offensive ends. So I think both teams really trying to find their identity here early in the year. And
now that was just a miscommunication there. I think somebody thought Aiden was heading for the top of the key, and Aiden ran to the wing, and all of a sudden Russell had the easiest steal of his life, and he had an open lane to the basket. Russell knocks down both free throws, and Logansport leads by 5. Stay disciplined. Don't reach. You can hear what Sharon Wilkerson has to say from here. Logansport still has one foul to give, and we're under 3 minutes to go in the half. So they can be a little bit aggressive here defensively if they want to be. With a crossover move by Leisure. Kicks out Bazo. Nice job by Crook as he doesn't let Bazo get loose. Leisure, Bazo, McLaughlin. 3-point try. Good by Tarek McLaughlin. 22-20 now. Tarek with 7.
That is a good sign. They need to get him going here, and 7 points in the first half.
Right wing, Jacob Taylor. Russell. Lang.
Boy, nice ball movement there by Logan.
Yeah, I mean, they're just their fundamental offense is just really nice. I mean, it's not looking like an 0-4 team. I would say what you need to know about Indiana high school basketball is how well coached the bad teams are. Even the bad teams are really well coached. I mean, they're playing with some, usually have a good idea of how to play. It's just maybe they don't have the talent. Quick misses the first free throw.
You know, a school like Logansport that's playing in the NCC, and they play some big schools, and they have only about 6'2" is your size. It's going to be tough.
Right, and 6'2", and they start 2 sophomores. That's just very rare that a 4A school and a school the size as big as Logansport would start 2 sophomores.
Right.
I mean, maybe it's no big deal for schools our size. That kind of is a big deal for a school the size of Logansport. As Punting misses from the baseline, rebounded by Taylor.
Right. I mean, you don't even touch the varsity floor a lot of times at a school, Logansport, Kokomo, those type, until you're a junior.
Yeah.
Unless you're
really special. I know Kokomo is a 6'10" sophomore who's been playing center for them, and I've seen some highlights. He's something. Yeah. He's special. If you got to be special to start as a sophomore at Kokomo, he would kind of special for Coach Peckinpah down there.
I'm sure 6'10" probably helps you.
They give Lang a high ball screen. Ooh, Rochester a little slow to recover. Lang misses, but Crook is there for the putback. 24-20, Logansport. Driving down the middle. McLaughlin kicks out, 3-point try. No good by Bazo. Tipped out by Hunting, but Leisure can't save it. Leisure chased after but couldn't get it. So 54.6 seconds to go in the half, and Logansport will inbound from just in front of their own bench, and they lead by 4. Again, nice look by McLaughlin. Just couldn't make the shot. High ball screen. Terry goes over the ball screen. Don't want to go under on Lang. Off balance shot by Taylor. Nope. Offensive rebound. Counted in the foul by Summers.
Well, that's the second time where an offensive rebound led to Logansport points here in the last 2 possessions, and an and-one opportunity. And right now you got one of your bigger lineups on the floor with Vance and also with Hunting.
Summers misses the free throw.
Bazo gives you some height in there too, so they need to really make sure they get those guys blocked out.
Let's see if the Zebras play for one shot here. This is close enough to start a count, and Terry realizes it, dishes it off to Leisure, hands it off in a little baby weave there to McLaughlin, who's just in front of the half-court line. Hunting, 6 seconds. High ball screen Vance. Tarek on the drive. Dishes, layup, good.
Nice.
By
pass.
Luke Hunting with 1 second to go, less than a second to go. And we are at the half here at the RHS gym.
Take a look at that one again. That was a beautiful way to end the half by the Zebras. Great pass. So that bucket gets it to a 4-point Logansport lead at the half. We will take a break and come back with some halftime stats here from Rochester High School. Get ready for second half action between the Rochester Zebras and the Logansport Berries. So here we go. We're getting ready for second half action with the Berries leading by 4.
Big game today. Central Noble defeated Bar Reeve 67-42. Why would I mention that score? Central Noble's ranked number 1 in Class 2A, and Bar Reeve's ranked number 1 in Class 1A. Of course, Bar Reeve, the defending state champion. I think that was played. I don't know where that was played. I imagine it was played on a neutral court somewhere.
That's what I was going to ask. Where was that played at? Because those are some far north, far south teams.
And Rochester comes on the 1-3-1 zone. And on the first possession of the second half, Russell hits a three-pointer. 29-22, Logansport. Well, in a 1-3-1, you can get an opening in that corner, and that's exactly where Logansport went. They were prepared for it. Three-pointer out of the corner. No good by Bazo. He knew he missed it from the time he let it go. Jump ball. And we'll stay with Rochester.
That different defense didn't really seem to phase Logansport one bit.
Not at all.
They were very prepared for that. I mean, that's not a common thing that we've seen from Rochester. I wonder how they knew, so quickly that was going to be what they were doing.
Rochester played a couple possessions of it last night. Smith stripped. Back comes Logansport. Russell on the break. He scores.
Well, now 5 quick points as the lead is up to 9. So Rochester's got to be careful. They're in danger of losing contact.
Off the bounce, counted on a foul by Leisure. It'll be on Mock.
Logansport foul, number 11, Isaac Mock, his third. Returning to the Berries line at 35, Summers.
I think Mock thought, obviously, that he was in position to take the charge there, but the official saw it other way.
Well, I think Paul just kind of sidestepped him.
Yeah.
Free throw is good.
And that is a great thing for the Zebras here.
Remember, Paul, at Valley last year, Paul had kind of an injury-plagued season.
Yeah.
And it might have affected his quickness and his ability to score off the bounce. He's looking great tonight.
Well, he missed, the first, almost 8 or 9 games?
Yeah, it was right around this time last year, early to mid-December, where he was down. Nice back cut. Oh, but Taylor misses the layup. Rebounded by Hunting.
Big break there for the Zebras. See if they can capitalize on it.
Leisure guarded by Crook. Let's see if there's a mismatch somewhere else. Oh, and Paul loses it. Turnover. Lang kicks out. 3-point try. Good by Isaac Russell again. And he's got 8 points this half. All 8 of their points this half, and the lead's back up to 9.
Well, a turnover there cost the Zebras again.
Should be a foul on Crook.
Logansport foul, 33, Crook. His first, team second.
Crook a little over-aggressive in the passing lane. There's a timeout. I think it's going to be called by Rochester.
The Zebras calling 30 seconds.
Yep.
Timeout.
5:57 to go, third quarter. Rochester with the ball. They trail at 34-25. The North Miami boys lead Pioneer 28-25 at halftime. Of course, Rochester travels to North Miami coming up on Friday. Talk about the Wabash girls trailing. The Wabash boys trail Norwell 25-9 at the end of the first quarter. John Glenn leads Valley 15-10 end of the first quarter. So Rochester, Valley, and Caston all home today. And Argus at home too, right? Playing Jimtown?
Yep, Jimtown at home. Yep. We don't have that one on, but we do have Pioneer on. We've got Caston on. We've got Valley on. And obviously Rochester.
Logansport comes out in a 3-2 zone. McLaughlin misses from the right corner. He had a good look. Rebounded by Summers. Taylor penetrates. Ooh, might have gotten away with a walk. Lang. Russell. Lang and Russell play catch. Rochester back in a 2-3 zone. They tried some 1-3-1 and didn't work. Summers whips it over to Russell. Their bigs are very whoever catches the ball in the post or in the paint are very conscientious about getting a reversal pass.
Mm-hmm.
Just a good fundamental team from what I've seen.
Right. I mean, in a way, is this coming down? Is this like a Bobby Knight coaching tree thing here with Wilkerson? I mean, sort of. He didn't really coach with him, but he did play for him.
Taylor to Lang. Leisure forces him to give up the dribble. Dangerous pass, but it gets to Russell, and he drops it off to Summers. Power dribble, up, and he lays it in.
As bad as that was going for the Berries, that ended well.
He's up to double digits now. Aiden Smith, guarded by Russell. 3-point try. No good by Leisure. Flying in is Hunting. He gets the hand on it, and Smith gets the offensive board. And can the pass get there? It does to Hunting. Aiden Smith drives along the baseline. Shot hits the underside of the backboard. Foul on Logansport. That'll be on Summers. Aiden Smith will shoot two.
Summers, his first, team's third. Aiden Smith at the line, shooting two.
Yeah, I've not seen that Connor Asigian from Central Noble play. He's going to Wisconsin.
Oh, wow.
And he had 20, I think he had 25 or 27 in that game against Bar Reeve. Bar Reeve, the defending Class 1A state champions. First free throw is up and good by Smith.
I think, did the youngest Miller boy graduate finally from Bar Reeve? Jameson?
That I do not know.
His brother Javen played at Argus, and his sister played at Argus as well. Jameson did too, but he was still in elementary when they moved.
Bazo back in. Now Rochester kind of back in a 1-3-1 look. Three-pointer from the right wing. Good by Isaac Russell again.
What is their percentage from three? I mean, they are just putting in everything.
39-27. Huffman now in the game. He passes across the top of Logansport zone to McLaughlin. Baseline jumper. Short by Leisure. Paul gets the rebound, puts it on the deck, kicks it back out to Huffman. Aaron Huffman gives up the dribble to Bazo in the post. He loses it, but he's able to push it back out to Leisure. McLaughlin, Leisure. Looks like Noah Lang he'll let Leisure go left if he wants, just doesn't want him to go right. Tarek drives along the baseline, kicks. Little fake by Leisure. Good defense by Logansport. They didn't overhelp. 3-point try. Good by Tarek McLaughlin. Assist Bazo. Well, that was a hard-earned bucket, but well-earned. And there's Summers.
Well, that's the problem. They work their tails off down here to get a bucket and come back and give up an easy one for the Berries.
41-30 now. 2:11 to go in the third. Huffman, McLaughlin, Leisure. Leisure kind of points McLaughlin to the low post. They swing it, 3-point try. Good by Aaron Huffman.
All of a sudden, everybody's three-point shooting percentages is going through the roof.
Aaron hit that 25-footer at the third quarter buzzer last night against Logansport.
Yeah.
Timeout Logansport, it's a full. We've got 1:44 to go in the third quarter, and the Berries lead the Zebras 41-33.
All right, we'll take a break with them and be back here with more from Rochester High School in just a moment on RTC TV. All right, welcome back here to Rochester High School. We have 1:44 left to go in the third quarter. The Zebras trailing Logansport 33-41. Berries call a timeout. think Rochester's done a nice job of keeping what you call contact with the Berries. I mean, it looked like there for a minute that Logansport was going to pull away, and get a bigger lead. And the Zebras doing a good job here. It's an 8-point lead, minute 44 to go in the third.
Scoring update, John Glenn leads Valley 28-20 at halftime.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that on Talking Sports. We knew that was going to be a tough one for Valley. That's a good Glenn team.
Knox boys lead Culver 23-20 end of the third quarter. Culver got a nice win at Covenant Christian last night, 64-55.
Yeah.
Put 3 players in double figures. That's Culver's third road game in the last 5 days. They got a home game coming up against Winnemac on Tuesday. Lang.
If they could somehow pull out a road win at Knox, that would be huge for the Cavaliers.
All right, now this is Rochester to man. This is the first time we've seen Rochester to man all night. McLaughlin guarding Noah Lang. Lang, a little weave. Scott on the drive, and he is fouled. I believe it'll be on Reinhardt's. So, again, we talk about Coach Malco likes to do that. Whenever the opposing team calls a timeout, he likes to switch defenses because he's guessing that they haven't talked about what defense we might switch to.
Right.
First team foul on Rochester this half, second on Tanner. Scott looking.
Oh.
5-second violation.
Yeah, it's getting close there. It looked like it might not be in time, and it wasn't.
Turnover number 5 for Logansport. Rochester has 6 turnovers. McLaughlin works it up on Crook. Now both teams in a man. Leisure guarded by Crook. Again, it looks like Logansport, they want Paul to beat him to our left. Crook blocks the shot but cannot save it. Out of bounds will be Rochester ball.
That was good defense.
Sub coming in. Smith.
Returning for Rochester, number 30, Eden Smith.
He'll give Paul Leisure a breather. I'm not sure Paul has gotten a break all night. Looks like Chad Myers, the official there, wiping off the ball. Either that or just admiring the ball. Isn't this wonderful piece of leather that's brought us all together here tonight? Lewis Cass boys lead Frankfurt 37-36 at halftime. Lewis Cass lost to Hamilton Heights last night, but off to a good start, off to kind of an up and down start, but they did win the Cass County Invite after that loss to Carroll. Inbounds pass is stolen by Scott. Scott is fouled by Huffman.
Zero shooting foul number 5, Hoffman, his first, team second.
46.7 seconds to go, and John Scott is shooting 2, and his first free throw is no good.
Well, that first half went very quickly. Real time-wise, there wasn't a whole lot of stoppages in play, and it seems like this third quarter is almost taken as long as the first two combined.
Scott splits a pair. McLaughlin will bring it up. Kind of a 1-4 set. Down goes Crook. I think Logansport wanted a foul call on Aiden Smith. There was no call. In the post to Vance. Back out to Smith. McLaughlin. Tarek lofts one up and hits. Boy, that is just an athletic shot by Tarek McLaughlin. That was not bad defense. And again, with Leisure getting a breather, McLaughlin and Smith really have to look for their shot, and it's going to be a foul. And I think that's going to be an Aiden. It is, and that's 3 personals on Aiden Smith.
Noah Lang shooting 2.
Noah Lang at the line for Logansport. Short on the first.
Paul's going to come back in for Smith.
The Bill Nicholson Invitational was held today at Elkhart High School, and the Rochester wrestling team finished second behind Penn.
Oh, wow.
Second free throw is good. 43-35. McLaughlin to Leisure. 3-point try. Paul misses short. Tip. Nope. We are through 3 quarters at the RHS gym. The Logansport Berries lead the Rochester Zebras 43-35.
All right, we'll take a break and come back with the fourth quarter here from Rochester in just a moment on RTC TV4. I think despite the 8-point lead for the Berries, I think you got something out of that Rochester team there in that third quarter, Val. I think they could have shrunk and went away, and they didn't. I think they did a nice job of battling Logansport throughout that quarter.
Logansport has committed only 5 turnovers through the first 3 quarters of this game. And that is not something that you would, again, not having seen them in person prior to tonight, but just guessing based on a team that's 0-4, you would imagine that they would have be more turnover prone than this, but they've taken care well of the basketball. And I think that's kind of one of the keys to them. They get shots at the basket. Now Rochester kind of with almost like an extended half-court trap. Lang, 3-point try. Nope. You could tell that was off because Scott kind of was leaning to his left as he took that shot. Rebounded by Bazo to Leisure to McLaughlin, but he's cut off by Lang. 3-point try. Way off by McLaughlin. Put back. No by Bazo. Rebounded by Taylor.
That would have been big on that.
Crook behind the defense, and he lays it in.
That was big there. Bazo misses, and they go quickly down and get 2, and then lead back to 10.
Robert Bazo will make that shot next year. He'll get stronger, and he'll make that shot. Foul in the post. That'll be on Taylor.
It was a great offensive rebound because a lot of times when a shooter airballs it, you're just not expecting that. You're looking for it to come off the rim, and it's a hard rebound to get.
Inbounded by Leisure to McLaughlin to Huffman. Huffman to Leisure. Crook on him. Over to McLaughlin. Rochester not really setting a whole lot of screens, and so the possession is kind of meandering along here. Now there's a high ball screen. Yeah, last touched by Crook. It'll be Rochester ball. 6:40 to go in the game. Zebras with the ball. They trail it by 10, 45-35. North Miami boys lead Pioneer 42-33 into the third quarter. And a whistle. Timeout, Rochester. It's a full. 6:23 to go in the game, and Logansport leads by 10 at 45-35.
We'll be back here in just a moment. RTC TV4.
And I would imagine the talk in the huddle had to do with, okay, now that Logansport's playing a man defense, how are we going to go about it?
Right.
Are we going to sit? Because it just seemed like they were kind of just standing there, and you have to set some screens and get some guys open. I don't think it's just going to happen. And just as we say that, Logansport comes back on the 2-3 zone out of the timeout. 3-point try. Good by Paul Leisure. Short hook in the lane, no good by Crook. Tarek has it. He's guarded by Crook out on top. Lang now guarding Leisure. High ball screen. McLaughlin out to Huffman. Paul Leisure has it. I think he kind of waves off a ball screen. Now he sends a direction to Tarek McLaughlin. Baseline jumper's good.
Boy, that was a nice time out there for Coach Malco. I don't know what he said to him, but 5 straight points, and the lead is cut in half.
We usually think of Tarek as the playmaker and Paul as the shooter there. The roles were reversed. Paul set up Tarek. Lead on to 5. It was 12 in the third quarter. It's going to be a reach-in foul. Team foul number 4. Foul's on Huffman.
Zebra foul, Huffman. His second, team's fourth.
All the players have
Aiden Smith returns to the Zebra lineup.
30-second timeout by Rochester. I think
30-second timeout.
Coach Malco wanted to make absolutely sure Aiden Smith got in the game. The players all have nicknames. Tarek McLaughlin's nickname is Rick.
Right.
Aaron Huffman's nickname is Ron.
Huh.
Aiden Smith's nickname is Dan. Robert Bozzo's nickname is Bob. And, of course, Xavier Vance's nickname is X.
Right. A couple of those make sense. A couple of those, I was interested to hear the stories
yeah.
on.
It's a lot to say Tarek, so if he just calls him Rick.
Right.
And I believe Evan Elliott is E.
Yeah.
So. Girls basketball update. Rochester leads Wabash by 13 at the end of 3 quarters, 49-36.
Maybe 3-1 in conference with that win if they can get it.
Yep. Valley is the only undefeated girls team left in the TRC. North Miami has 1 loss. They play Peru on Monday before coming here on Thursday. And there's going to be another foul on Rochester. I think it was on Hunting.
Well, that was a tough, what was it, the second quarter last night for North Miami against Valley? I mean, they had a
third quarter got outscored 24-3.
Yeah, they had a nice lead, and then the next thing I heard, they were down big.
Taylor being trapped along the sideline. Timeout Logansport. 30. 4:48 to go in the game. And Logansport leads at 45-40. So I imagine now if you're Coach Wilkerson, the thought of, we got to finish, guys, is coming up in the huddle. Like, we're 0-4. We haven't won. Do we know how to win?
Right.
As a fan of a certain college basketball team from Bloomington that Sharon Wilkerson is also familiar with, they had a 22-point lead against Wisconsin on Wednesday night and couldn't finish. And Wisconsin came all the way back to win by 5. So it's that idea, and there was a lot of talk about these guys have just never won a lot before. They had a chance to get a big road win at Wisconsin, but couldn't get it done. So somebody's going to have to make a finishing play from Logansport. You can't just expect Rochester to lose it for you.
Well, I think a certain number 1 team in the country found out that it's really hard to win on the road in the Big Ten.
Yeah. Turnover. As Purdue lost the other night to Rutgers. As Crook dribbled the ball off his leg. It'll be IU ball. Rochester ball coming up on 4:30 to go.
So now you got IU on the brain.
Yeah. Macy Stricker with the ball.
Yeah.
And there's Hunting. Kicks back out to Leisure. 3-point try. Got it. It's a 2-point game. Rochester in an 8-0 run. That was a bomb by Paul Leisure. Turnover. Leisure to Smith. Layup. Good to tie the game. I believe that was Aiden with a deflection, and then Aiden with a bucket.
Boy, a 10-0 run by Rochester, and we are knotted at 45. I don't know what Coach Malco said in that timeout.
And that's going to be a foul on Hunting as he knocked off.
Might be Smith. No, okay. It was. I just saw Smith there. That's good, though.
Foul to give. That is Rochester's last foul to give with 3:45 to go in the game. We're tied at 45. Russell out to Lang. Russell has not been a big factor in the fourth quarter. He was a huge factor the first 3 quarters. Taylor. A little more bounce in the step for the Zebras now. And part of it's, they've tried some different things defensively, but sometimes it's just a matter of energy.
Well, 10-0 run will tend to give you some.
Yeah.
Crowd is coming to
Taylor,
life.
Russell, Lang. Taylor kind of looking around for some help. Lang to Russell. Again, their 2 double-figure scorers are Lang and Crook. Taylor, Lang. They kind of really trying to get some spacing here. Coach Wilkerson calls a set. Leisure. Left wing. That's Russell. Taylor. This is the oldest rival on Rochester's schedule. Longer than anybody in the TRC. They played Logansport going back, I believe, over 80 years. Steal? Yes, it's a steal by Aiden Smith after a deflection by Leisure. Aiden drops it off. And missing is McLaughlin, rebounded by Taylor. And now Logansport has numbers at the other end. Lang, Summers, blocked. Put back up and good by Crook with 2:06 to go, and Logansport leads 47-45.
Well, let's see. That's a sequence right there. And Coach Malco wants a timeout. Give me a chance here. It is a 60. Take a look at those last 2 plays, the 3-pointer and then the 2-pointer that tied it. There's the 3 that got it to within 2. And then the play here. Nice play by Smith, and we were tied at 45. Logan scores a bucket. With minute 58 to go in the fourth quarter, the Berries back in front, 47-45. But I said something before that with that timeout where it was 45-35, and what are the young Rochester Zebras going to do from this point? Are they going to let Logan pull away, or are they going to? I didn't have in my head that they would tie it at 45.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was crazy. So now, trailing by 2 here with 2 minutes to go. Now you're not looking to just make this respectable. You're looking to win this thing.
Yep. Logansport comes out in a man defense. Inbounds pass chases McLaughlin into the backcourt. Now to Leisure. He's guarded by Crook. They run McLaughlin off a curl. He passes to Hunting. Counted in the foul. And the game is tied again. What a good call by Coach Malco. He ran McLaughlin off a curl.
Yeah, look at that one again here.
He got him into some open space, and he was able to drop it off to Hunting. Foul is on Mock, and that is his 4th. Rochester leads by 1.
What was their last lead, Val? I mean, it's been a while.
Luke Hunting with a 3-point play. Taylor, Russell, Smith on him. Again, Logansport not getting those open shots in the corner that they were getting earlier.
Yeah, now the pressure is on this Logansport team. You talked about it. Did they know how to finish a game?
Mm-hmm. It's part of the process of learning how to win. Lang. Ooh, almost bumped by Smith. Remember, Logansport's in the bonus. Lang. Oh, dangerous pass. Turnover. Just kind of a wild pass, and Hunting was able to tip it over to McLaughlin. Logansport has to give a foul before we even get into the possibility of shooting free throws, and Lang gives the foul. 16 fouls on each team.
And you got to feel good if you're Rochester if they do put them in the bonus as well as they've been shooting free throws.
Exactly 50 seconds to go in the game. Rochester has 1 timeout left. Logansport has 2.
Oh.
And a 5-second call.
Wow, that seemed a little quick, Val. All right. That's a big play right there. Turnover for the Zebras. Let's see what the Berries can do out of that turnover.
Mock, Taylor, Russell. You can tell Rochester's communicating well on defense. They're making sure everybody knows where Russell is. So if Russell filters to the top of the key, they're making sure they get on him. Timeout, Logansport with 20.5 seconds to go. It's a full.
Logansport calls a 60-second timeout.
All right, we'll take one with them. Be back here. What a game from Rochester High School. Be back in a moment on RTC TV. What a game here at Rochester High School. The Logansport Berries and Rochester Zebras. 20.5 seconds to go. Rochester leads 1.
Both teams in the bonus, and both teams have 1 timeout left. Rochester's 1 timeout left is a full. Logansport's 1 timeout left is a 30. And let's see if you're again, you're down by 1. So if you're Coach Wilkerson, I don't think you want to just wait until like 5 seconds to go to shoot it.
Right.
I think you want to shoot earlier.
Well, yeah.
If the game was tied, maybe you wait till 5 seconds to
Right.
go because you know the worst thing that can happen will be overtime. But you're down by 1. I think you got to force the issue here.
They found themselves in a similar position against Pioneer in the Cass County Championship.
Yeah. Crook, Russell, 13 seconds, 3-point try. No good by Lang. Offensive rebound by Crook. Nobody's fouled. Caleb Crook will shoot 2 with 7.9 seconds to go. Fouls on Bazo. His first team 7th, but that's active shooting, so he's shooting 2. First free throw, no good. That was big.
Well, here's the thing: if you miss this free throw, you got to make sure if you're the Zebras that you block out. You don't give them a second chance.
Will Coach Malco call his timeout to freeze him? No, the free throw is good to tie the game. 48-48. Inbounded to Paul Leisure. Up ahead to Tarek McLaughlin. 5 seconds. Tarek. Timeout Rochester with 3.8 to go.
The Zebras call their final timeout. This will be a 60-second timeout.
All right, all comes down to this 60-second timeout, knotted at 48 with 3.8 to go.
Well, I think what the issue there was that, Paul inbounded it. Tarek rushed into the front court, and all of a sudden you're trying to get something set, and Paul's just kind of like a step behind.
Yeah.
You definitely want Paul kind of involved in the play.
Right.
And after that, Coach Malco just said, let's call timeout and let's set something up. I think he would have been fine if, Tarek could have driven to the basket and gotten a bucket or gotten a foul, but when that didn't materialize, it was, let's use our timeout.
Right.
.48 with 3.8 seconds to go.
Will we have overtime here, or will the Zebras pull something out here with 3.8 seconds? What do you think, Val? What do you run here if you're Coach Malco? Obviously, you want to try and get it into either the hands of Leisure or Tarek.
Leisure off a curl, or maybe even Hunting on like a down screen. To Leisure for 3. No tip. No, it's going to be late. No basket.
That second bounce on that just didn't have time to get a rebound bucket.
Overtime at the RHS gym on a Saturday night against their longest rival. We're tied at 48. The Zebras outscored Logansport 13-5 in the fourth quarter.
All right, let's take a breath, catch our breath, take a break and catch our breath here as we move into the overtime period in just a moment here on RTC TV4. All right, we're going to re-jump here with the 4-minute overtime period, tied at 48.
Both teams in the bonus. Rochester wins the tip. Tarek McLaughlin will bring it up. Logansport's in a man-to-man. Paul Leisure guarded by Crook. It's interesting, they're running Tarek behind the screens, and Paul's kind of being the point man. But Logansport reacts well to the first set of screens. Up to Smith. Tarek from 16 feet, short. Offensive rebound by Hunting, and he kicks out to Leisure. Leisure, three-point try. No good by Robert Bazzo, and a foul on Hunting. For Hunting, his third, team's eighth. Taylor at the line for Logansport. He's shooting a 1-on-1. He hits. And Berries score first in overtime. Second free throw. Got them both. Jacob Taylor hits a pair, and Logansport leads 50-48. Now Logansport in a zone in that 3-2. Leisure. McLaughlin, Smith, skip pass. Leisure turns, shoots, and misses. Rebounded by Crook.
Well, Paul got a good look at it.
Mm-hmm. That's a shot he expects to make.
Right.
Short corner. Lang, Taylor, back to Lang. Oh, to Summers, he's open. He hits. (52-48). Rochester got caught in scramble mode there. Corner, Smith, McLaughlin to Paul Leisure. McLaughlin, Aiden Smith. Smith, McLaughlin, three-point try. Short by Leisure, offensive rebound by Smith, and he misses. And a jump ball. And the possession here belongs to Logansport. With 1:46 to go, and the Berries now leading by 4. Rochester in a 2-2-1 half-court trap now. Russell. Lang. Timeout, Logansport. It's a full timeout, 1:34 to go in overtime, and Logansport leads Rochester 52-48.
All right, we'll take a break and come back with more here from overtime at Rochester High School in just a moment. Minute 34 left to go here in overtime. The Berries have scored the only 4 points of the overtime period, lead 52-48.
Final score, girls, Rochester defeated Wabash 55-39.
Awesome.
Ladies, these have won 7 in a row. They're 9-3. Boys' final score, Culver defeats Knox 35-27.
They did. Great.
They were down 23-20 going into the fourth, outscored them 15-4. Back-to-back road wins for Culver. They won last night at Covenant Christian. They win tonight at Knox.
Yeah, we talked about that. If they could pick up both of those wins, that would be huge for the program.
Whenever Culver wins a conference game, that's a big deal in the Hoosier North. And driving and scoring is Taylor. Six-point game. Three-point try. No good by Smith. Rebounded by Taylor. Off to Lang. Coming up in a minute to go. There's Summers. Skip pass. Russell. That is not over and back, and it finds its way into Crook's hands. Man. And then he loses it to Hunting. Paul Leisure on the drive. Off glass? No. Tip. Whoa. Last touch by Logansport. And Sharon Wilkerson's kind of shaking his head. And the official was like, I don't want to hear it. And Sharon Wilkerson was like, I can't believe you missed that.
I would have to say he did. I mean, that looked like Paul was touching it out of bounds, but good break there for the Zebras. They're going to have to capitalize here, though.
Smith, McLaughlin, three-point try. Good by Paul Leisure. Timeout.
Well, they capitalize on getting the ball back and score a three from Leisure. Cut the lead in half.
30.9 seconds to go in overtime, and Logansport leads 54-51. I think the official made the call. It was as if he was pointing that Paul had not. I mean, it was pretty obvious that Paul had not established himself back in bounds. And did the official see that was Paul, or did he think that was a Logansport player?
I don't know. You'd have to go back and look at that, but that looked to me like maybe a mistake there. But for the Zebras, I mean, they're not going to say, hey, no, give it to Logansport. So they get a break, and Paul hits a three, and here we are with 30.9 to go.
The Logansport girls defeated LaVille tonight, 55-37. Congratulations to Coach Chris Kiesling.
Yeah, he's got some good pieces there with that team. It's just going to take some time to get things going the direction that he wants.
The North Miami boys defeated Pioneer tonight, 60-55. So a tough weekend for Pioneer.
Yeah.
Lost to Triton last night. Lost to North Miami tonight. They're now 1-3 on the year. They're one win and being over these berries. Okay, 30.9 seconds to go. Rochester full court pressing. They trail by 3. Summers, the inbounds man. Smith hounding him. He gets it to Lang, who will advance it. That's now a 2-on-1. He feeds Crook for the layup. That's a press breaker. Well executed. At the other end, Smith gets cut off in the short corner, finds Hunting. Hunting rolls it over, and Rochester catches a break. Last touched by Crook. 13.8 seconds to go, and Rochester trails by 5. Leisure into Smith. Aiden penetrates. Acrobatic finish by Aiden Smith, but they have no timeouts left. 6 seconds, got a foul, and they do.
Take another look at that play. That was a great finish there by Smith.
So 1-1. If he makes the front end, the game is essentially over. If he misses, Rochester must advance it quickly because they don't have a timeout. He hits.
That makes it a 4-point game with 4 seconds to go.
And we talked about finishing. Well, they got it to their senior guard, their leader. He made a great pass to Crook for a layup. And he just made the biggest free throw of the game. Hunting, Smith, half-court shot. Nope. And the Logansport Berries have their first win of the season as they defeat Rochester 57-53 in overtime. Logansport improves to 1-4, and Rochester falls to 2-3.